We do begin, of course, with the major hurricane slamming into Florida today, moving across several states. The devastation and the real concern at this hour over tornadoes into the night. Overnight, Hurricane Idalia grew from a Category 1 hurricane to a monster Category 4 storm. It was a Cat 3 when it hit, winds near 125 miles an hour, and a life-threatening storm surge. Take a look, Idalia making landfall in Florida's Big Bend region, Perry, Florida. The strongest hurricane to strike that part of the state on record. Then speeding into Georgia so fast it was still a Cat 1 hurricane. A state of emergency in 4 states up through North Carolina. Right now there are tornado watches in effect into the night, toppling the canopy of this gas station to storm today, ripping apart this home in Horseshoe Beach, washing it away. Idalia spawning this suspected tornado in Goose Creek, South Carolina, lifting a car and blowing it over. And this is what the record-breaking storm surge left behind in Cedar Key, nearly 7 feet of water flooding the entire town. The Tampa police tonight with high water rescues, their vehicles on the flooded streets helping people. And at this hour, the radar image, Idalia now a tropical storm, still having sprawling effects up through the Carolinas. And again, with hundreds of thousands without power now, the real concern at this hour over tornadoes. Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z will time this out hour by hour, what's still ahead for us. And ABC Senior Meteorologist Rob Marciano, where this is still hitting. Rob leads us off in Savannah, Georgia tonight.
Tonight, Hurricane Idalia cutting a path of destruction and devastation across the southeast. The powerful hurricane making landfall around 7:45 a.m. with sustained winds near 125 miles per hour. The eye wall slamming ashore in Perry.
As of 5 minutes ago, we all received a message on our phones about an extreme wind warning, and you can tell why.
Snapping trees and stop signs. Watch McDonald's golden arches ripped apart by powerful winds.
It's starting to circulate around, and when that rain hits you, I mean, it's like nails right to the face.
Dwayne Williams and his son racing for cover as winds peeled away the roof above them.
Felt the roof coming off, so I grabbed my 3-year-old son and I ran downstairs to the downstairs room, and they opened the door for me with mom and dad. But it was real terrible going on up there.
On Cedar Key, AccuWeather storm chasers capturing record-breaking storm surge. Nearly 7 feet of water, tanks and other debris floating away. The surge tearing apart this home in Horseshoe Beach. It soon disappears from view altogether. High tide fueling the surge into Tampa.
We got big waves rolling here, and we have this massive storm surge that has inundated this beach and parking lot.
Our Ginger Z in Pinellas County.
It's been more than 3 hours since we saw a major historic landfalling hurricane more than 100 miles northwest of us. But look at this. We still are taking on water, coastal flooding right down Gulf Boulevard.
In Pasco County, the sheriff's office helping rescue dozens of people and pets from flooded neighborhoods. This massive tree landing on the governor's mansion. Hundreds of thousands losing power across the storm zone. The fast-moving buzzsaw of destruction barreling inland across Georgia and into the Carolinas. An apparent tornado flipping this car outside Charleston.
That car's flying! What the?
Late today, President Biden pledging federal support to the entire region.
If there's anything the states need right now, I'm ready to mobilize that support of what they need.
Nearly 12 hours after making that historic landfall, Idalia, now a tropical storm.
So let's bring in Senior Meteorologist Rob Marciano. Rob with us, and we know this is far from over, Rob.
Yeah, David, parts of this storm still have 60-plus mile-per-hour winds, so more trees, more power outages possible. And you mentioned that tornado threat, especially across parts of South and North Carolina. We had several warnings across Charleston, including that one that was reported. That watch is up until 10 o'clock, which is right around when high tide is going to hit this area, and that full moon high tide. So low-lying areas will see several feet of storm surge flooding during the night. David?
All contributing to a tough night ahead. Rob, thank you for the coverage all day long. Let's laser in on the timing here because so many are without power. And this tornado threat, of course, very dangerous after nightfall. Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z in Treasure Island, Florida tonight. And Ginger, you heard from Rob there, the potential for these tornadoes, damaging winds into the night. How long does this last? Where is this all headed?
Those outer bands whipping on and whipping up tornadoes are possible again through 10 p.m. with that watch, but I anticipate that extends even, so watch for that as we go into North Carolina and to the Outer Banks, because let me time out how it all moves. We're going to see that storm make its exit just south of Hilton Head, and it'll go into the Atlantic, but it's going to hug the coast, enough so that we have tropical storm warnings all the way to the Virginia state line. Now, what happens here is it's tonight. We start at 7 p.m. where you've got the onshore wind, and you can see it with those streamlines, the white lines there, gusts upwards of 40, 50 miles per hour, that really heavy rain on the order of 6 to 10 inches. And that's going to move by tomorrow fast, just like it has been, out into the ocean. So we'll say goodbye to Idalia by tomorrow afternoon. I do have to mention that when you plug with 2 to 5 feet of storm surge the coast and then you rain on top of it, you're going to have big time flooding concerns. And let me tell you, we had 2 to 4 feet of surge here, sand filling Gulf Boulevard because a dune was breached. David?
It says it all. It's not just the damaging winds tonight. It's the potential for major flooding. Ginger Z, Rob Marciano, our entire team in the hurricane zone, our thanks to you all.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.